I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan, and this channel is dedicated to skincare for skin of color. As you know, I'm a doctor, but I'm also a cosmetic formulator specifically for skin of color. Now, with skin of color, we have to be a little bit more careful. As you know, one scratch, one bite, one burn, and we hyperpigment. So often the vast majority of skincare available is not ideal for us because they can irritate our skin barrier and can lead to more pigmentation. So this channel has never been sponsored and will never be sponsored. It purely is an evidence-based library for you, so you know what to purchase and what to maybe avoid. If you've watched more than 10 of my videos, you are a Dr. V Inky hacker, and you really should be able to turn over your sunscreen and your ingredients and look at the back of the packaging and see, does the marketing add up with what's at the back? So that really is my aim, is to educate and empower. So today's video is all about natural products and are they better than synthetic ingredients in cosmetics? And I've heard this, more and more. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to break down the myths and explain the rationale behind the truth. So if that sounds good to you, give me a thumbs up. Let's dive right in. So the first thing is there's no regulated definition as to what is natural and what is synthetic, because often synthetic materials may start off as natural and then they go through different processes and then become synthetic, and you think, well, is that natural, is that naturally derived, or is it synthetic? So there's no clear-cut definition about what synthetic is versus what natural is. Some of the myths I hear are natural products are safer as they come from nature. Natural products are more sustainable or have higher efficacy. Natural products are vegan and cruelty-free. Natural products contain plant-derived ingredients without harsh chemicals. I've also heard that natural products are clean. So let's tackle these one by one. So let's start off with the definition of natural versus synthetic. So just to give you an example, you could say that petroleum jelly is natural because it's derived from crude oil. It goes through a series of processes and then becomes petroleum jelly, which is a fantastic occlusive, and I definitely recommend that in lip balm or in your moisturizers, etc. The thing is, we actually would talk about petroleum jelly as being a synthetic. So there's this murky water as to what exactly is natural and what is synthetic. In addition, you can actually replicate ingredients found in nature in a laboratory, which is more effective, especially for ingredients that are unstable, such as antioxidants. As soon as you expose antioxidants to oxygen, it oxidizes. And so actually something like that you might want to create in a laboratory to ensure efficacy and also sustainability, because don't forget, when you want to harvest a crop for one particular ingredient, you're actually using quite a large carbon footprint in order to harvest that large crop for that tiny extract that you're trying to get. And so if you can do that in a laboratory without having to use so many resources, that actually is better for the environment. So the second myth is that natural is safer for the skin. But for example, essential oils or fragrance are both naturally derived, but fragrance is the number one cause of contact dermatitis, and essential oils can lead to sensitizing of the skin. Those are two things that I say not to make sure are not in your skincare products. I always say look for safe products, no DNH alcohol, no fragrance, no essential oils. But fragrance and essential oils are natural, and so in theory, they should be safe. I've also seen natural skincare without preservatives at all, which is actually not safe at all, because now you've created a breeding ground for fungus or bacteria and nothing to protect the product. And then you're putting that on the skin. So, when they say there's no preservative in a skincare product, I would run in the opposite direction. That is absolutely not safe. In addition, the assumption that natural is vegan or cruelty-free is inaccurate. Cruelty-free has it been tested on animals? Now, for example, in the UK and EU, we have laws that protect animals and prevent testing. So anything. So for example, when we made the Dark Circles kit made in the UK, you just need to say made in the UK and you know it's cruelty-free because it's illegal to test on animals. That has nothing to do with it being natural or not. So that's just a big misconception. So you actually, if you're looking for a vegan product, you want to make sure it says vegan product or cruelty-free. Don't assume because it's natural, it's, good in all these other categories. The other one is that natural ingredients, can't do any damage to the skin, but glycolic acid, which is one of my least favorite AHAs, is derived from sugarcane and so is natural, but has a tiny molecular weight and can fly through the skin and lead to hot spots, especially at higher percentages, which is why I tend to say maximum 5% glycolic acid on skin of color is what I would recommend. I would consider glycolic acid a harsh chemical, and so to think that natural means not harsh chemicals doesn't make any sense. The other one is natural products are cleaner. That's the other one. And I've actually just seen, I think Ariana Grande has just released a fragrance that says clean ingredients as one of the key benefits of the fragrance. So first of all, we'd never put fragrance directly onto the skin. This is where you get redness and irritation. You would put that onto the body. But second of all, clean ingredient, what does that mean? Because every single product has to go through a CPSR. You need your CPSR report, which is your safety assessment report, before you can sell a product. You can't have dirty ingredients in a product. It has to be clean, because we go through microbiology. They test to see, can bacteria and fungus, what happens when you add bacteria and fungus to a cream over a 1 month period and a 3 month period? Does it replicate? Does it die? Is the preservative system strong enough? That just doesn't make any sense. The whole clean versus dirty, natural versus synthetic, there's just no logic to that. The other big one is DIY. So people think, okay, if it's safe enough to eat, it's safe enough to put on my skin, and it's natural. So that's the other thing I've heard. Number one, we've got hydrochloric acid in our stomach. So actually the pH of the stomach is very low, and we can tolerate low acids in our stomach, which we cannot tolerate on our face. There is no buffer on your face. So when you put lemon juice on your skin, or you put bicarbonate of soda, these are the DIY things that people put on the skin, or grains, whole grains, in order to exfoliate the top layer of skin. These things are not safe for your skin. They can damage the skin barrier, and I've seen burns happen in young ladies and young women who watch YouTube videos and see this DIY thing and put it on their face, and then they're left with this black mark on the face, which is just heartbreaking. And that's one of the reasons I want to make this video, that you say the word natural and it just almost like whitewashes all these products, but actually you need to look into the nitty-gritty of the product and think, is this safe for my skin or is it not? And that's what it comes down to. It comes down to efficacy and safety profile. That's the only two things I care about when it comes to a product. Whether it's natural, naturally derived, whatever the other claims are, those are my two things that I'm looking for. And I couldn't care less if it was synthesized in a laboratory or if it was harvested as an extract from a crop. Those are my two key concerns. And then my third concern would be sustainability. How much is this impacting the environment? In case you think I'm a natural skincare hater, I am not. I'm going to give you a list of my favorite ones that I actually encourage you to look for in your skincare. So I love oats, I love shea butter, turmeric, glycerin, aloe vera, berberry, and obviously vitamin B3. So these are the ingredients that I love, and they're all naturally derived. I think it's a negative feedback loop where if we keep talking about natural and fueling this false narrative, this goes back to the cosmetic companies. Cosmetic companies are watching what the consumers are saying. They're watching these YouTube channels too. And if you're saying to them, I want natural, they're going to produce natural, which may not be ideal for skin of color, which may not be very effective, which may not be sustainable, etc. And so I just want to break that cycle. I want to empower you and educate you so that you vote with your money on what you want to purchase and what you want skincare companies to improve upon. Don't forget, I'm in the comment section for 1 hour at the launch of every single video. I'd love to hear your feedback on today's video. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. Normally I do just review products for you, but I thought this was an important video to make. So please do let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to download your free guide for skincare for skin of color down below too. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Hyperpigmentation Clinic, at Skincare by Dr. V, and also on TikTok at Dr. Vanita Rattan. Thank you so much. Bye.